This edition of The Big Show presented by Discount Tire. I'm Rick Pizzo. Rafael Davis joins me shortly to recap the penultimate day of the Big Ten men's basketball regular season. We also head to State College for complete coverage of the 2026 Big Ten Wrestling Championships. But we start with semifinals Saturday at the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament in Indianapolis as we check in with Mike Hall, who anchors our tourney coverage.
We started with 15 teams here in Indianapolis for the 33rd edition of the Big Ten Women's Basketball Tournament. We are down to 2. Sunday afternoon, a champion will be crowned. It will either be Iowa or UCLA. Glad to have you with us back here in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Mike Hall, Shimmy Miller, the winningest head coach in the history of this event. Lisa Bluter and Autumn Johnson here with you. Let's go through the highlights. The UCLA Bruins have been cruising through the season. They're the #1 seed in the Big Ten tournament, and they played a really good Ohio State squad, but the defense of the Bruins came to play. How about Lauren Betts defensively here?
Well, that's why she's the Defensive Player of the Year. She plays like she's 7 feet, but she also plays like she's 5'8".
Gets a block way outside, then one way inside. Buckeyes had 21 points at the half. That was their season low on the year. Here's Kiki Rice creating offense all by herself. She had 17, but I tell you what, Autumn, Chance Gray tried to keep OSU in it.
4 for 7 from deep from Chance Gray. You have to take a chance on her every single time.
She had 23 points, and the Buckeyes were back within 8, but UCLA had more than enough. Gabriela Jaquez, one of 5 Bruins in double digits. A 10-point victory for the defending champs. They're ready to play for a title.
You know, yesterday we had a really slow start, and we talked about it going into this game that we, got that out of the way, and now we can go into this game knowing what to expect. Like, no team's going to give us easy wins. Like, we have to come out here and compete. Everyone wants to beat us, so we have to make sure that we're ready to go. And I think today, like, specifically to this game, like, once we broke their press, I thought it was really easy for us to just get out and play in transition like we want to.
There were some moments, I thought, in the a little bit in the second quarter and a little bit in the third that we sort of got sped up, but I thought our responses were really good. And we started out the right way. It's not as really that we went up 14-3. It was more so the energy that we were playing with.
That's 2 wins on the week for UCLA, bumping them up to 30 on the year. That is the second most wins this program has ever seen in one single season. And the reason they got this win primarily was their defense. Jelani Cambridge is the top scorer in the Big Ten. They held her to half the normal points she scores per game.
And so that's what I mean when I say that Lauren Betts plays like she's 7 feet because she's dominant rim protector, but she plays like she's 5'8" because she's able to keep really quick, smaller players in front of her. And that is a luxury if you're a coach, because you can play man-to-man and your ball screen coverage can be switching 1 through 5, which is incredible. Lauren Betts does not lead this league in block shots. She didn't even lead her team in block shots tonight, but I bet she leads the league, maybe even the country, in altered shots. She's able to contest jumpers. She's able to block shots at the rim. She's able to switch off on smaller players. She is the Defensive Player of the Year in this conference and a bona fide contender for National Defensive Player of the Year.
Without doubt. And on the offensive end with Lauren, I'm amazed at how much time she spends on the perimeter. But she's an excellent screener. Great body, able to really create some things for her guards with those screens. And then after she screens, she's able to roll into the post area and get the defense on her back as well.
I remember sitting down with Lauren Betts during the season and asking her, what aren't we talking about with your game? And she's like, hey, I can switch out onto guards. We saw just that 1 through 5. It's this entire team. The shortest player on UCLA is 5'11". So I thought they were great in rotations, and the size and length really flustered Ohio State in different sequences of this game.
They've now won 24 straight games on the season, haven't lost since back in November. The team they will be playing in the championship game is going to be the winner of the 2 versus 3 matchup, Iowa and Michigan. Pick it up in the third quarter, Michigan down by 2. Mila Holloway has struggled shooting the ball this week in Indy, but that was a big bucket when they needed it because the free throw she made after gave them their first lead of the game. Fourth quarter, Hannah Stuelke, a double-double machine. 13 points and 10 boards. A few minutes later, chit-chat right, shot clock winding down. So good from deep. She hit 3 threes. She had 13. And then Ava Hayden had a game-high 16 points. They dominated the fourth quarter, 24-6. They were losing at the end of the third, and they end up winning comfortably. Chit Chat joined us after the game.
The first time versus Michigan, 44 points. This time, 42 points. How is that the separator in both matchups taking on Michigan?
Just coming out with the first punch. We know that we got to lock in on defense, like hone in on the key players, and then also take the shots when we have them, when we get open, and just pass it to our post players as well. They're very dominant in the paint. So
one of your teammates, Taylor Stremlau. Game still felt close with 90 seconds to go, and she hits a three-pointer that ices it.
Taylor, she's an all-around player. Whatever you tell her to do, that's what she's going to do. If you want her to play the 5, she's going to play the 5. If you want her to play the 4, that's what she's going to do. And then out there, she just also gives us confidence. She brings that energy, and it kind of curates to us, like, come on, let's go. And I just love that fierceness that she has.
You've been talking about how good this Iowa team can be defensively. Well, we have seen it. I mean, the first time that they played Michigan, they held them to 44 points. They beat it, giving a Wolverines team that averages 85 a game only 42 in a Big Ten tournament matchup. And the sophomores around this league is something you've been commenting on all week long about how incredible they are. Chit Chat, right? A great example of that.
A great example of that. And to me, it looks like Chit Chat has basically been a part of this team forever, not just for the last 8 or 9 months, but she has been an Iowa Hawkeye forever by the way she plays. Here you see her with the tough 2. I mean, she comes off, they have drop coverage, then the open 3. She can do it all, including dime passes. She had some beautiful passes in this game. And let's not forget about her defense. I know we're showing her offense now, but her defense on Swords was exceptional. Her ability to get around screens, her footwork was incredible.
And the fact that you also have Taylor Stremlau as well to facilitate. She had 6 assists, finding good actions in 2-man game with whoever the post players, getting touches to a Hannah Stolke, who went off in the fourth quarter. I think a 7-0 run alone to really get her activated. There's just different hot hands on this team that were fed throughout the course of this game.
I remember earlier this year when Jan felt like Chit Chat was being too selfless, like that she was looking to involve her teammates more instead of going and getting her own. I mean, now I think she's really taking ownership of herself as a primary scoring threat on this team.
The defense was amazing, but also the way they started the game, which they did not do well the day before. 13-4, they win the first quarter. They close the fourth quarter in dominant fashion too. Those are the things that champions do, and they will have a chance to prove they are a champ. We'll talk about that when we come back here in Indy. For now, back to Rick.